Welcome, Empire fans, to tonight's podcast of the Coach Rob Woodward Show. Coach, congratulations on your playoff win last week. Talk briefly about what you saw in the game that you liked from your guys during the playoff win.
Well, outstanding job by our defense. I know I love to use the word outstanding all the time. Great job by our defense, 58 total yards of offense. What I really liked was the fact that we were able to destroy the block prior to going and making the play, and that's something that we really emphasized was block destruction throughout the week and taking on the guys that you need to take on. And if you can take care of that blocker first, then that can really lead to the ability to get up and wrap up those plays. And I think aside from one first down in the first play, our defense did an outstanding job of nullifying the run game that they tried and balled up the pass really well. And, of course, offensively, one of the proudest moments that I've had in a number of years when I watched the offensive line take a 12-play, 10-minute, really 120-yard drive, 2 holding calls in the drive, down and score there late in the game. I thought, what a job that they did there. And the back's running hard, and just really impressed with the team's toughness and grit in that final drive.
I thought, when just looking back at the game, looking at some of the highlights, to me, the kids probably graded out pretty well. Is that what you guys ended up finding out during your coaching meeting?
Oh, absolutely. Right guard Brandon Williams had a career game with his job at the right guard position. C.J. Hall, in the first half, struggled a little bit. He had a nice player across from him. Boy, he really came on and got things better in the second half. Baron Melvin stepped in at tackle and did a great job for us. Lyden Collins at center, Bailey Morris at the opposite tackle, all did a great job. Clint Hatfield graded out extremely well, too. Keaton Newsom, I thought, ran harder than I can ever remember, just with his explosiveness out of his burst, initial burst in the first 3 to 4 yards. And, of course, receivers did great. Mac Dyer, he had some moments where, we talked about, just some misreads and some missed throws here and there. We still chewed up a lot of yards with his feet and threw the ball where it needed to. And, of course, getting the ball out there, and as you guys call him, Butter's hands, he was slippery up the field. And Tanner Holden did a great job all night catching the ball. But Trey Canary, I think there were 3 consecutive touchdowns there early. And even the final touchdown of the game where he had extremely crucial block out on the edge and did a great job at that. So, I don't want to leave any of the guys out because linebackers played well. Xander Carmichael, Evan Dahl, Tanner Bivens ran hard. Dominic Reyes ran hard. It was just an overall outstanding team win from every aspect.
I was going to mention Canary. A lot of people focus on the ball when they're watching a football game. And I was going to mention Trey Canary. I thought he was unbelievable on his downfield blocks this week.
Oh, Trey does an exceptional job running routes. When the ball is anywhere in the area, he catches it. He makes, great catches, and anybody comes to practice, does a great job in our practices with that. But his blocking ability is what we've been able to really focus on and recognize him downfield for other receivers, for running backs, for the quarterback. He's done a great job.
Coach, this year and these playoff games, I'm sure you guys are spending a lot of time getting focused on the next game. Coach, a lot of these guys that help you out, I just thought maybe you could take time a little bit and just talk about the assistant coaches that put the effort in and what they do.
Yeah, I got a great staff. The guys that have been with the program as long as I've been. This is my 14th year with the program, 9 years as the head coach. Since I've come in day one, Chad Johnson is our defense coordinator, and Chad works tirelessly preparing for each week's opponent. I've learned a lot off of Chad over the years, and we really, I think, does a great job of recognizing what it is defensively that we need to get our team in, how to get our players in the best position. Staying with the defensive side of the ball, Jared Tilley and I work with the linebackers. Jonathan Eaton and Bryson Williams are in the secondary. Jonathan works more with our safeties and Bryson more with our corners. Chad May works with our defensive line up front. Chad Johnson specifically works with the defensive end, and Chad May works with the interior lineman, the nose and tackle in our 4-2-5 defense. And, again, each one of those coaches have their position players ready, but it all works together in a great scheme. Flipping over to the offensive side of the ball, Steve Sutton has moved up to the varsity staff this year and works with the offensive line with me. I take more of the tight ends, and he has tackles and guards and centers. And we work together to try to establish a run game and pass protection. Tom Caskey and Bryson Williams work with the receivers along with Jonathan Eaton. And Tom coaches our quarterbacks and is our offensive coordinator. And Tom played quarterback here. Tom does an outstanding job of play calling and has really adapted to this up-tempo style that we run and how we can best transition personnel. And we've tried to really morph over the last couple of years into getting better and better and not trying to just stay one-dimensional, I guess, in terms of how we handle the offense. But we're very balanced, and he does a great job of that. And Bryce Williams, Steve Sutton handle the play calling with signaling that into our players. Tom's in the box and calls that down, and those guys do a great job communicating that out on the field. Chad May and Jared Tilley work with our running backs too, and how they benefit us out of the backfield in the passing game, and what else they can do with running the football. And all of us work together, and it takes a lot of time to put in to try to figure out how to again put these players in the best situation to be successful. And I think we're doing something right now. We got to continue to try to work with that and keep teams off balance, and that's a challenge each and every week, and that's the fun of coaching.
It always gets tough in playoff time, but you guys do an excellent job getting ready, and I know you guys are still out at late tonight, so we'll let you go. Again, congratulations on your win, and we'll talk back at you next Monday.
All right. Thanks.
All right.